right. Can you guys see me now? Can you hear me? Am I there? I know YouTube had to switch over to a whole new page. So let me put refresh your page on Twitch. All right. Let me put in to restart YouTube stream. So check the channel for the new link. Okay. Can you guys see and hear me? I hope so. Somebody confirm. Somebody confirm. Confirm. Anybody? Y'all out there? I got 2 of my flashcard lessons done that sprint. After forwarding a bunch of links over to my husband from people who have sent me messages. So yay, thank you. All right, I'm back over on Twitch. Hopefully YouTube people will make their way to the new stream. That's the annoying thing about streaming to YouTube, is that YouTube drops me more than Twitch does, which is weird. But there's no way to reconnect to the original YouTube stream. And I also can't just reconnect to YouTube separate from Twitch. So in my streaming software, there doesn't seem to be a different way to do each. Like to do one and then do the other or whatever. You have to do them at the same time, which means in order to start a new YouTube stream, I have to stop the Twitch stream anyway. So, so hopefully people will find their way back. I let a couple people know. Let's see. Let me to find the new link on the YouTube channel. Amelia made it back! Since I can't go back to the original stream. Okay. Emily, no, I got dumped. Like, something happened because it messed up on Twitch too. Like, my video, I could still type in the chat, but the video apparently, and the audio was gone. So it may have been it was probably something on my end, most likely, since it affected both, because it's unlikely that there would be a problem on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. Yeah, probably just Comcast being Comcast. Because, you know, Comcast sucks. How did everybody else do? Look, the last of my vitamins and stuff. So that's dumb. Yeah, it's weird. But honestly, this happens almost every time I stream. Particularly with YouTube. Yeah. I mean, it's possible that I can reconnect with one or the other, or, you know, but I just don't know how to do it. But if there is a way, it is not intuitive in any way. Because I'm pretty good with software. I can find my way. As a matter of fact, I don't like to watch tutorials on new software until I've played with the software to see what tutorials I need to watch, because I don't want to waste my time watching a tutorial on basic shit that I can figure out myself. So, yeah. So, anyway, how did everybody do that round? Like I said, I got through 2 of my, my flashcard exercises for this. I've got, let's see, how many more do I have to do? I finished 5, 6, 7. So I've got 2 more to do. And then I'm probably actually going to run them all through again just to re-cement my stuff. Yay, Hattie. Yes, I'm back. Thank you for coming to find me again. I appreciate you. So yeah. Anyway, How did you guys do? Anita said, me too. Learn how to screw up the software before watching tutorials. Exactly. See? See? And honestly, I think that's super common for those of us who grew up in the early days of the internet. And by grew up, I don't mean like we were children, but I mean we were already adults by the time the internet became a thing. Because you didn't have YouTube tutorials. You didn't, you might have a written like blog post tutorial, but like generally speaking, when you got new software, you figured it out yourself or you asked somebody to show you how to do it. There wasn't a whole lot of help with it, so, yeah. Or you got like this gigantic manual that you're like, yeah, I don't want to search for it. So, Hattie said I had a new project coming to me over the weekend. So guess what I'm working on instead of the story I should be. Well, I mean, is it a paid project? Because, I mean, I can understand that. So, yeah, okay. So I think we get a little break, which is good because I need to use a bathroom and I could probably use a top off on my tea. So, if y'all need something to eat, something to drink, use the facilities, let's go do it. Also, if you've been sitting this whole time, get your ass up out that chair, off that couch, off that bed, wherever you're sitting, get up and move around a little bit. Because I promise you, your joints and your body will thank me when you're my age. I'm telling you, I'm not even lying. I wish I had done that more when I was younger. So, yes. And final reminder, if you haven't taken your meds yet, and you should have taken your meds by now, take your damn meds. I took the last of my meds. Oh, hello, cat. I took the last of my meds for today. So, huzzah. All right. Maybe someday I'll publish it. I think that's a great idea. So, all right, let's be right back. I'll meet you back here in 5. All right, I'm back. I know you missed me. All right, let me turn the little red timer on here so y'all know how much time we have left. Let's see, Swanks and Alicia found us again. Swanks is continuing to read. Excellent idea. Alicia says, welcome back. Thank you. Alicia's creating one last page for reading journal and then reading. Excellent. Excellent. All right, here we go. That's it. All right, that's the end of the break. An old lady cat is wandering around. She's being temperamental with her food again. But what she doesn't know is that I'm going to give her a washing up today. So, what happened? What always happens? YouTube dropped me. No, I think what happened is I think I had a glitch on my side. I think there was an internet blip because I got dumped from both YouTube and Twitch. So I think it was on my side. And you know, with YouTube, you can't just reconnect to the old stream. You have to start a whole new one. So yes, this is live. It is. That's how you know it's live, because, you know, we got cut off. So, yeah. So I apologize to everybody for that. You know, at least with Twitch, it's just a refresh. You don't have to go hunting down the new live. But, yes, Daniela, we are back. Yes, we are back. Heather's like, I thought you had finished. No, I just had to start again. So, yeah. I mean, I feel like this happens almost every stream. It happens more than it doesn't. Oop, the cat is literally right next to my seat, and I put my arm down, and I popped her in the head. I didn't mean to, but I did. Danielle says, glad we're back. Ha, if you hadn't said anything, I would have thought it was on my end. No, it was not. It was on my end. It was 100% my end. At least I'm pretty sure it was my end. Because again, I don't think that YouTube and Twitch would like drop at exactly the same time. That doesn't seem very realistic. So I absolutely think that, yeah, I absolutely think it was my side this time. Daniela said, good. I really wanted to share that I had some raspberries and also a chocolate cookie. Got inspired by the earlier talk. Yes. Luckily, I got some today. That is lucky. I actually, when my husband went to the grocery store this morning, and we haven't had any cookies or any kind of real sweets. We have a little bit of chocolate in the house, but we haven't had any major sweets in the house. Like usually I've got like little cookies or something like that. And I thought, ooh, I should tell him to bring something home. But then I thought, you know what? No, let's not. Because I haven't died this past week, not having any major sweets. I mean, we've got fruit and stuff too, of course. My husband's been making, so I got him a Ninja Creamy ice cream maker. And so he's been making all these different flavors and stuff. So last night we had a banana, berry, it was more like, is it gelato that has the cream in it versus the sorbet? Because it wasn't a sorbet, it was more like a gelato, I think. It was so good. So, yeah, and the cool thing about this is, like, he's had an ice cream maker for a long time, but it basically, like, takes all day, not all day, but it takes several hours to make, and you got to get all the ice and all this stuff, and then, you know, and so it's like this big to-do, right? But with this, it's fast. And, yeah, and so, he'll make a different flavor every day, which is awesome. And I asked him yesterday, I said, are you going to make chocolate again anytime soon? And he was like, yes. His very first one that he made with it was Nutella. Oh, it was so good. So good. Danielle is jealous of Daniela and wants some of her goodies, which I can't say I blame her. Heather says, I'm assuming by everything dropping. Yes, it happens a lot. Yeah, it really does. It really does. Danielle says, my oven is wacko, so I put my brownies in the microwave. Guessed at the time and landed on perfect. The brownies are too cakey, but still good enough to satisfy. Yeah, I'll take a brownie. Like, I prefer the chewy brownies, like the ones that are kind of mushy. I'll take a cakey brownie. I don't care. I'll take any kind of baked goods. Honest to God, it doesn't even matter. Oh my gosh, that sorbet gelato sounds great too. It really is. Yeah, maybe like a sherbet. Yeah. Y'all can bring it to Pennsylvania with the bed. Yeah, we could. We absolutely could. We're going to have to see how much stuff we can fit in the car, though. Because, you know, if we're going to have to pick up you and Desi and all your stuff, too, we may have to make a stop at the Airbnb first to drop our shit off. Amelia is getting a snack and some meds for a headache. Well, I hope you feel better. I hope your headache goes away because those are not fun. All right. Shall we get back into it? I have another 20 minutes on the clock. We ready? Let's go. Okay, how'd everybody do? All right, I got all the way through my flashcard exercises, and I did my weak words, the words that I kept messing up, and I still have one word that I just kept messing up. I don't know why, but I do know why. It's because I didn't write it down. Again, like, stuff stays in my head more easily if I've written it down. So, so I did then write it down, and I'm going to go through again and see if I get them right this time. Let's see. Daniela's on page 160, and we have a funny cat scene. Most cat scenes are funny. Like, cats are just funny and goofy and silly and ridiculous. So, yeah. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So I was also having a discussion. Amelia started this messenger group. Sorry, Amelia, I'm outing you. This sort of messenger community about books. And so I popped in there and I've been having a chat with someone. We're talking about Six of Crows. And so we're also talking about like what makes a romance and not a romance and things like that. So yeah. So anyway. So that was like also a fun conversation I was having on the side. Alicia finished the journal page and read a chapter before children were requesting things. I mean, children, right? Damn it. Always wanting something, those kids. So, all right. We will do one more sprint. And I think I'm going to go through and review. I still have one more exercise to do that's completely different. And so I'm going to review those flashcards one more time, and then I'm going to shift over to that and see how far along I can get in that. I really want to get all of these turned in today, so I don't have to think about it in the morning, because my Italian lesson is at 10 a.m. and I do not want to get up earlier than I have to finish it. So, yes, tonight is the Six of Crows discussion. Absolutely. I may miss it. I don't know. I'm supposed to be going to, that council meeting tonight, but the weather is yucky, and you can do it virtually. So I may just do it virtually. So I may or may not be in the discussion tonight. If I do make it, I'll probably be a little late, but maybe not. The meeting starts at 7, and if I physically go, I'm probably not going to be back until the very end of the discussion. And if I do it virtually, then I'll probably just be a little late. But we'll see. It's really going to depend on how I feel in the next half hour, because that also means I'm driving into traffic, and I'm driving in the direction of rush hour traffic. And Lord knows we hate to do that. So, yes, thank you for putting the link in the YouTube, Alicia, for the Six of Crows discussion. Yes, I am referring to the Marietta Council meeting. You were considering going too. Didn't realize they had a virtual option. I didn't realize they had a virtual option either until I saw it on Facebook. For some reason, my thing that blocks my Facebook feed did not block it when I was there one time, and it happened to be in the feed, which is weird because I don't follow them, so it was weird. It's probably going to be a shit show down there, to be honest, and parking is going to be a mess, 100%. But I also think they're doing the virtual option with the idea that if they do it virtually, there'll be less people. But I think what they don't understand is it's still going to be the same number of physical people, but then there's also going to be the whole virtual thing too. So, yeah, it is going to be a shit show. I agree with you. And they are desperately trying to get people not to come, because they're like, it's not even on the agenda. And people are like, bitches, we can talk about it during the last part where, you know, we can discuss anything that's not on the agenda. So, yeah. So I don't want to drive. Y'all, that is like driving north on 75. Even though I wouldn't take 75, I'd take the back roads, but still, it's like, I would have to leave here at 6 o'clock to get there in time to be present in the building for the 7 o'clock meeting. And, yeah. So, Daniela says we have yuck weather as well. It was coldish but sticky during the day, and now it's pouring down. I want the heat wave back. Honestly, I'm okay with not having the heat wave. And it's not as bad as it was yesterday and the day before. It was super yucky. Matter of fact, we had storms. I mostly stayed self-medicated through most of it because I have PTSD with storms. Like diagnosed PTSD, not just like, oh, I'm stressed out, but like diagnosed PTSD around storms. So I had my noise canceling headphones and I self-medicated. And I mean, I actually have a prescription for Xanax, so it's not like, but I didn't take Xanax. I took a gummy because, it's not as addictive as Xanax is. So yeah.